And a good morning to you all. It is a Wednesday morning here. And as you see by the caption, I'd like to stray and not talk weather right now and give some personal reflections here. Yesterday was a tough day for me for a variety of reasons. And because, the news that I received, both personally, uh, from a personal standpoint, along with family situations, and uh, and a third good friend. Um, all negative news from yesterday. Now, I want to get right to it here, because time is all obviously kind of tight on these situations here. But we just released a statement here. Um, Many of you have been asking, and of course, I've been inundated with inquiries about my cohort and my good friend Dave Belmondo. Um, this is someone I've worked with for 20 years and have thoroughly enjoyed, thoroughly enjoyed working with him, and I still do. He came out with a statement for it today, and for some of you, this may come as a surprise, others it may not. But if you missed our TV show, I'm going to read it here. Um, this is a difficult conversation, but I want to share my story. I haven't been feeling well for a while, and recent tests revealed that I have cancer. I'm receiving the best Erie care possible and plan on beating it. The support of our viewers has been comforting and just what I need to get through this. Thank you all for your positive thoughts. I will see you soon. Signed, David Belmondo. So, um, we don't know a whole lot more about that, and we respect Dave's privacy and his family's privacy. For giving us the information here. I know Dave. I know him personally. The man's a fighter, and let's put it this way: he won't. He definitely won't go down without a fight, and he will fight this. And I know many of you have been asking about him. So that is the situation. And most of you know he has not looked well. He hasn't felt well, but he's getting the help now. He's getting good help. He has good family around him. And I'll tell you what, it's just been a constant barrage of questions about how is Dave doing. And in full disclosure, I've known for a few weeks here that he had it, but I had to be sworn to secrecy on the request of the family and by the management here. Something I reluctantly agreed with actually, but until Dave was ready to at least give a statement on that. So, um, you know, obviously, we've been asking for prayers. Please continue to keep him in your prayers. Keep his family in your prayers. Um, of everyone I've worked with, I've never had such a rapport and never enjoyed working with someone as much as Dave. And I hope, I definitely want to see him get back on his feet soon. And he'll be back and would love to see him back in the anchor's chair here so we can continue with, buffeting you with stupid jokes and missing all of his, the man knows his songs. He was a DJ. I'm always amazed at how much he knows, the songs that he knows and the people that he knows. Now, if you want to help out, of course, please respect his privacy. Feel free to send cards or and well wishes here to the TV station. You can drop it off or mail it. I promise you, we'll make sure that Dave gets it. So please keep him in your prayers. And many of you also heard Mark DeVecchio. Mark was my first cousin. And he passed away after a long battle with cancer. And Mark, he's a family member. He's a first cousin. Um, we had a great cordial relationship. And one thing I will say, if you've heard, his one of his coworkers there, Doug Smith, who I've known well actually from my days back in 1935. Doug is a man who knows how to say the right thing at the right time. And Mark, Mark was a good worker. He was a good person. He had a big heart, an absolutely big heart. Which is why it's no surprise he pushed hard, especially when he was county executive, for the youth and the helping of the youth. among other things in the county. And it's one thing that you can't take away from him. He did so much good for the people that really need it. And that's the kind of person he was. He was a great father, a great grandfather to his grandkids that he absolutely adored. And but I'm glad that he's no longer having to battle. I will miss him dearly, of course, as a family member and members, as well. And please keep him and keep my family in your prayers as well for his well-being and for the well-being of the family. And finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't add one other person, and that's Mark Snyder. You may not know him, weather watchers, you'll know him, especially Lori. You remember him. Mark Snyder passed away last weekend as well. And Mark was our weather watcher at Cambridge Springs for many years. About a decade ago, he had major heart aorta surgery, which weakened him and really put him in poor health for a bit. But he was a fighter. He was a bullhead, that Mark Snyder. He also worked as a photographer here for the station, and that man went to everything. He always put 100% into everything he did. And, we in the weather office, will sorely miss him, his humor. He got off the wall once in a while, but he was a good person. He really was. All that found out yesterday. So it's kind of a trifecta here. Thank you so much for allowing me to chat about, three very important people in my life and listening here. But of course, we're still weather. So here is a quick look at the 7-day forecast. And I'm reading your comments here, and I want, forgive me if I don't, call you out, and I am acknowledging all of them. Thank you so much for all of you for your prayers. And again, feel free to send your well wishes here to the station if you'd like. I'm sure Dave would appreciate a nice card during this tough time for him. In the meantime, things are pretty tranquil today. Tomorrow, Friday, could be snowy. Could be snowy on Friday. We may get some accumulations here, and what looked fairly benign now looks like something that could give us some accumulating snow. We'll see. If some rain, a lot depends how much rain will mix in. But please be ready for some wintertime weather as we head on toward Friday. And of course, we got daylight savings time coming up this weekend. Okay, everyone. Again, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for your prayers, particularly for Dave and for my family as well. They are much appreciated. And please include Mark Snyder and his family as well in your prayers. Okay, take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Enjoy.